Welcome to Legal Gangster TV. If you're facing a court appearance and feeling anxious, this video is for you. We're going to walk through Bible verses that will inspire, strengthen, and comfort you during this challenging time. These scriptures are more than just words. They are promises from God that offer peace, courage, and guidance. The Bible is filled with reminders that our strength comes from the Lord, not from our own might. Here are some verses to help you draw on His strength and find courage. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27, verse 1. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Psalm 37, verses 5 to 6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1, verse 9. These verses remind us that no matter what lies ahead, God is with us. His presence gives us the courage to face any challenge, including the daunting experience of a courtroom. God's protection is over you, no matter what challenges you face. These verses speak of the divine shield that God places around His people. No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me, declares the Lord. Isaiah 54, verse 17. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know your name trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. Psalm 9, verses 9 to 10. When you feel vulnerable, remember that God is your refuge. He is your stronghold, and He will never forsake those who seek Him. Part 3. Faith and trust in God in times of uncertainty. Place your trust in God. These verses remind us to have faith in His plan, even when the future is unclear. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41, verse 10. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3, verses 5, 6. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14, verse 14. These verses encourage us to trust in God completely. He will guide your path and fight your battles so you can be still and rest in His promises. Part 4. God's justice. God is a God of justice. These verses remind us that He sees everything, and His justice will prevail, even when human justice seems to falter. For I, the Lord, love justice. I hate robbery and wrongdoing. In my faithfulness, I will reward my people and make an everlasting covenant with them. Isaiah 61, verse 8. But let justice roll on like a river, righteousness like a never-failing stream. Amos 5, verse 24. The Lord works righteousness and justice for all the oppressed. Psalm 103 verse 6. Trust in the Lord's perfect justice. He sees all and will bring about the right outcome in his time. Part 5. Peace and comfort. The court process can be stressful, but God offers peace and comfort even in the midst of uncertainty. These verses are a reminder of the peace that only He can give. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. John 14 verse 27. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter 5 verse 7. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. Psalm 23 verses 1, 3. These verses offer a powerful reminder that God's peace is unlike anything the world can give. Let it calm your heart as you face the challenges ahead. Part 6. Wisdom and Guidance. When you're navigating the legal system, wisdom and guidance from the Lord are essential. These verses will remind you to seek God's wisdom in every decision. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. James 1 verse 5. Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. Psalm 119 verse 105. The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. Psalm 37 verses 23-24. God's word is your guide, lighting the way forward. Trust in his wisdom and let him direct your steps. Part 7. Perseverance and Hope. When the road seems long and the outcome uncertain, these verses will remind you to persevere and hold on to hope. God is faithful and his promises never fail. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40 verse 31. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6 verse 9. We also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:3-4. These verses remind us that perseverance through trials builds character and hope. Keep pressing forward, knowing that God's promises are sure. Part 8. God's Sovereignty. God is sovereign over all things, including the outcomes of our trials. These verses remind us that He is in control and that nothing happens without His knowledge or permission. The Lord has established His throne in heaven, and His kingdom rules over all. Psalm 103 verse 19. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Proverbs 16 verse 9. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Proverbs 19 verse 21. God's sovereignty is a comfort, reminding us that He is in control and His plans for us are good and perfect. Part 9. Overcoming fear and anxiety. Facing legal battles can bring about fear and anxiety, but God's Word provides us with the tools to overcome those feelings. These verses will help you cast out fear and find peace in God. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27 verse 1. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalm 56 verse 3. God's power and love replace fear with faith and courage. Trust in Him to calm your anxieties and give you peace. Part 10. God's deliverance. No matter what situation you find yourself in, God is able to deliver you. These verses remind us of God's mighty power to save and deliver His people. The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. Psalm 34 verse 19. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Psalm 18 verse 2. Call on me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you will honor me. Psalm 50 verse 15. God is your rock and fortress, your stronghold in times of trouble. When you call on Him, He promises to deliver you. Trust in His deliverance and know that He is your refuge. Part 11. Encouragement in trials. Trials can be tough, but they are also opportunities for growth and deeper faith. These verses offer encouragement as you face the challenges ahead. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1 verses 2, 3. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. James 1 verse 4. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Romans 8 verse 28. God uses trials to refine us, producing perseverance and maturity. As you face your challenges, remember that God is at work, bringing good out of every situation for those who love Him. Part 12. Hope in God's promises. In the midst of uncertainty, God's promises provide us with hope and assurance. These verses remind us to anchor our hope in His unfailing word. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. The Lord is good to those whose hope is in Him, to the one who seeks Him. Lamentations 3 verse 25. Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for He who promised is faithful. Hebrews 10 verse 23. God's plans for you are filled with hope and a future. Hold tightly to the hope you have in Him, trusting that His promises are sure and His faithfulness is unwavering. Part 13. God's Presence and Guidance. In every step of your journey, God's presence is with you, guiding and directing your path. These verses remind us that we are never alone. The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. Psalm 119 verse 105. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." Isaiah 30 verse 21. God's word is your guide, and His presence goes with you wherever you go. Trust that He is directing your path, providing the light you need to walk in His ways. Part 14. God's Love and Faithfulness. At the heart of everything we face, God's love and faithfulness remain constant. These verses remind us of His unchanging love and His faithfulness that endures through every trial. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3 verses 22-23. But you, Lord, are a compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness. Psalm 86 verse 15. The Lord is righteous in all His ways and faithful in all He does. Psalm 145 verse 17. God's love and faithfulness are the foundation of our hope. Every day, His mercies are renewed, and His faithfulness carries us through all our challenges. Trust in His unchanging love, knowing that He is always faithful. Closing encouragement. As you prepare to face the judge or jury, remember these verses are not just words. They are living promises from God. They offer you peace, strength, and hope. Let these scriptures fill your heart and mind as you walk into that courtroom with confidence, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. Thank you for joining me today. If this video has encouraged you, please like, share and subscribe to Legal Gangster TV for more content that blends faith and real-life challenges. Remember, God's got you covered. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and may God's peace be with you.